It was the summer of 1997 in Jacksonville, Illinois, when 8 children, all female and between the ages of 5 and 10, had mysteriously disappeared from the town. Investigators used the majority of their force, additional special force from Chicago, sniffer dogs, and just about every possible eyewitness they could acquire from the town, which was a shockingly low amount when you combine the case of 8 girls. Law enforcement declared a curfew for every child under the age of 16, recommended people only go out at the late hours if they were extremely urgent, and anyone suspicious traveling around the town during evening hours, and was brought into the station for questioning. However, evidence ended up futile and inconclusive, with the case eventually being declared cold by the end of the year. Eventually, 3 years later, the investigation was called back into the spotlight after a local Caucasian male with the name of David Amount had confessed to his role in the disappearance of all 8 girls to the Jacksonville Police Department. While he informed them of their disappearance, he was oddly reluctant and unresponsive when he was brought up to the question by police. The man had little of a criminal record, other than 2 parking violations and a noise disturbance complaints from one of his neighbors. Other than that, though, he was well known around the town for preaching the word of how a one true God has spoken through him, and being the leader of what was described as a closed and inverted cult group. Anytime he was asked about the children's location, he was simply replied, "Buried." One day during August, after several weeks of vague answers and lackluster response, Mr. Amount came into the Jacksonville station carrying a plain, small, black hardback notebook with the title "Done" written in white writing across the top. He handed it to one of the 2 officers questioning him and simply said in the quiet, monotonous tone, "When someone reads the book, he is satisfied," with a blank expression on his face. "I was simply serving my one true friend, unlike you." At this point, he had somewhat satisfactory grin on his face. Officer Foley, one of the officers questioning him, flicked through the notebook and found the following contents. 2 days after the evidence were brought into analysis, 8-year-old Sally Parker from Jacksonville, Illinois, was reported missing.